What is going on, everybody? So right now, yes, it is a solo show at the moment. Quest will be back in a little bit. He's grabbing some dinner, and Mr. Oslin's going to be a little bit late, but we do got some special guests coming tonight. So let's see, blue collar first. Welcome, bud. Let's see, Kira. No, no, no. What's going on, BCB? So, guys, what a week! What a week! We've had so much stuff going on. So, with that being said, one, I hope y'all can hear me okay. I am running on kind of a weird setup tonight, but we are going to go with it. Let's see, Ultra, even and all, live streaming Arca Cafe to Discord. Not, ooh, what you got over there, buddy? I'm curious. Let's see, BCB. Yes, we have. Yes, yes. Well, good. At least I know you guys can hear me. Stacks, what's going on, brother? I see you down there. For those guys just jumping in, the other two guys, they'll be here in a little bit. Oslin's running a little bit behind. Quester's just getting off work, so you stuck with me for a little bit. I hope you all don't mind. But let's see where to begin. So, one, if you haven't been over to the Discord, or if you haven't checked out the Discord, make sure to do it. There's been some updates going on that side. Ultra's been killing it over there, and it's coming around really, really nice. Let's see. Stacks. Hello, everyone. Hope all is well. Always, man. Always. It's Sunday. All that running on next to no sleep, but what else is new? Welcome to crypto, right? Let's see. So, I guess we can go ahead. We got 12 people in here right now. I hope everyone's having a good Sunday. So let's jump into some announcements, kind of see where we're at. We are going to have a couple special guests tonight. Oh, and speaking of, let's see here. What is going on, Just a Crypto Guy? Uh-oh, looks like you're loading up. What's happening, brother? And speaking of, let's see here.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I got you, man.
All
How
right.
you doing?
Good.
I know you're sitting there like,
Well,
what's going on?
I had the stream going on one, and then I didn't think I was going to get in as quickly with you. So, but I'm here now. So,
Oh, I know that gets me all the time, especially when we're trying to watch the chats on our individual channels. Sometimes YouTube will start playing automatically. Yeah. One of them things. So tonight, Oslin's going to be a little bit late. Quester's grabbing some din real quick, and I'm just hanging out with everybody. What is going on, Just the Crypto Guy? Uh-oh, looks like you're loading up. I hear the feedback.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to fix it. Okay, is that better? No feedback now?
I don't hear none. I think we're good there.
Okay.
Oh,
so
how was your
this
week?
whole technology thing?
Dude, welcome to the cafe shenanigans. Always right before stream, something always happens. Like tonight, I'm operating from my laptop.
Yeah, I see the pictures a little bit different than normal, but it's nice. It's like the surface of the sun in my office now with my new lights. It's incredibly bright.
Hey, there you go. I'll say the one thing is I'm kind of wishing I'm where your picture is behind you.
Yeah.
Oh, someday soon. Let's see here. TK, oh, I don't want to mess that up, but hey, family, what's going on, brother? First time here. Welcome. Let's see. Kind of a slower night. We got 14 people here. Uh-oh. So if I do drop off tonight, I do apologize. It's already given me warnings that something is not right and saying it's unstable. So we'll see how this goes. Oh man. I got a little water in the basement at the start of the week. Really messed everything up.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, you know how it can be. Good old Midwest, man. All the snow melt, ground was already saturated, and we ended up with some inches of rain over the course of 2 days. It did not play nice, not at all. So let's see, where are we at? So what is it that you got going on there, Just a Crypto Guy?
Well, I don't know if we want to jump into all that right this second.
Yeah, we'll give them a minute here.
Yeah,
we got
15
if we get
some more people in, but some interesting NFT news and initiatives possibly coming out for the community. Maybe trying something a little bit different. So, but we'll wait and see if we get some more people.
Yeah, so I'm definitely excited to hear about that one. By the way, I think we talked about this before, but it ended up with the first spider NFT.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, that one kind of landed in my wallet. Hey, by the way, nice shirt you got on right there.
Oh, thank you.
I'm a little jelly. You got yours before I got mine, man.
Let's go back on it too.
Oh,
yeah.
I was gonna say, oh, there's Joe, Just the Crypto Guy's t-shirt. I know, I'm a little jelly. I'm slacking. No, how long did it take you from the time to order and for it to land for you?
My wife ordered it, and it didn't come when she was hoping it would. It came about a couple weeks later, so I'd say probably 3 or 4 weeks.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'll be waiting for a minute. The joys. Let's see. Just trying to dig back through of where the announcements started this week, because holy heck, there was a lot of them.
There was a lot of stuff this week. It's a big week.
Let's see. Hey, Caddy. Yes, first time here, but I'm always available on TG. It's 3 a.m. where I live now. Well, man, thank you for joining us. Unfortunately, I know we got some guys on the other side of the world that, they wake up 1, 2, 3, 4 a.m. just to come join us for a little bit. Oh, looks like we got Mr. Oslin is in the house. What is going on, sir?
Nothing much. It's a good morning. It's a bit cold today, so nice to have a light breeze early in the morning with this summer kicking in.
God, I caught just the end of it there.
Oh, okay.
He said he's late because he had to get his mustache ready.
Oh,
yeah.
The
special oil I used to get this groomed, it was over. I had to run by to the store and get it back. So
I'm not gonna lie, I can see the little curl on the end now. It's coming in nice.
Is it? Let's take a look. I'm sorry, Mr. Oslin. I'm gonna put you on the spot for a moment. Oh yeah,
all right, there you go.
Coming around.
This one
coming in,
and this one.
Yes, it is. Let's see. Joe was saying hoodie's just as nice. Need to order a few more. Wearing that one out. Yeah, I'd say it's turning into a few threads, but hey, what can I say? It's definitely gotten its use for sure. Oh, we got even more company in the house. What is going on, Miss Brad?
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good.
Good.
Enjoying Sunday night. You know how it is.
Ooh, is that mine?
No, I think it's just a crypto guys when he moves it up and down. Yeah.
I'm muted on here.
How you guys doing? Where's Quester?
Grabbing some dinner. He just got out. He's always rushing home from work to make it with us.
Oh,
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm just eating. I don't want to hear you guys. I don't guys hear it. But I am here.
Okay.
So yes, let's see. Just fair warning, I may drop off. I was letting Just a Crypto Guy know my computer's showing very unstable connections tonight. So I have done my best to try to rig this up and band-aid as much as possible. And of course, we'll see what happens. Hey, Quester, what's for dinner?
Last night, Chinese food.
Usually it's better as leftovers anyway.
It is.
It is.
I'm just catching up in the chat. So what's going on? Did you do any announcements yet or no?
No, just starting to peel back through from many of them from this week.
Awesome. All right.
Yes, because there was a lot. There was a ton.
So what's going on?
There's a couple of things that happened.
There is always a ton, Caddy.
I know. The question is, where do we start with this?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I'm way too far. There we go. The 20th, 21st. Where are we at? Okay. Well, if somebody else wants to start rolling with those announcements, I'd be more than obliged to shut up and sit back for a moment.
Where do we start with?
Let's see. Well, let's see. The first I know the round 1 presale ended while we were on stream last week.
Mhm.
I just don't know if we'd announced the final results of that. I believe it happened midstream is when it got all wrapped up there for us.
Well, we can always recap it.
Yeah, if you want to start with that, Miss Brad, I'll let you have
Me?
the floor. Yes.
I feel like all y'all have like your announcement sheet in front of you, and I'm flying blind here.
No. You know what we do? We pull up the Telegram and we just kind of go bits and pieces through it.
Oh, you okay? All right, so you cheat a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yes.
I just convinced Caddy to send.
We
me
don't
the
let away our
link.
trade
I'm
secrets
here
so
for moral
easily.
support.
No.
So was it last? Was it midstream that round 1 wrapped up? It was like an hour, 4 hours, 15 minutes.
So yeah, it stopped
Yeah.
before the stream, but the final results were posted afterwards. The one thing just wanted to touch base with that was out of everything, only one issue, one discrepancy out of all that was a 0.99 or a 99.2% accuracy rate. So out of 128 submissions, 127 were valid to the whitelist and followed the processes from A to Z.
Oh, that's right. There was only one wallet. That's right.
One wallet. That just means I think we had the instructions laid out very well. It was very easy to follow, and executed dang near flawlessly.
Yeah, I think people did a great job.
Yes. Where's Crispy? He's usually drops in about 20 minutes after we get rolling. Unless he's just hiding back there. He might be.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
Ophi. If 20
I
minutes
was
pass,
just thinking.
if 20 minutes to pass and we don't see Crispy, I'll send him a private DM telling him to get over here in a very nice way.
Yeah, I know he's around somewhere. He's like me, always lingering somewhere within here.
No, I
Always.
actually think that he's actually setting up his alt account so that even though he's on the stream here, he has some some other account on the chat section. So once the hashtag contest starts, he'll be up and ready with all the bots.
Yes.
I think he's doing his setup.
Crispy and his bot team.
Yeah.
Even Joe said we can get him on, just announce a contest of some kind. Yes, he already knows. He already knows. Let's see. BCB, the Guardian Presale also had a great team of people supporting the community through it. Yeah, everybody stepped up between the moderators and everyone. Hats off to them. That was executed very, very, very well. Let's see
one
here.
thing that I want to add on to the pre-sale part is the instructions. When you said Caddy are clearly laid out, they were very much stressed upon, and they were very much made aware to the community at every step of the pre-sale. And
Yes.
having that kind of awareness created is something which is good. So that
Very.
ensured that your pre-sale was actually smooth. So because a lot of people during the pre-sale, they only focus on the hype factor rather than actually giving them the instructions on what to follow, what not to follow, or what to do, what not to do, right? So, but the team here with Archangel did not focus on the hype portion. They knew for a fact, Guardian is going to be a platform which is a game changer. That's a fact. Okay, that's not something of a hype. That's nothing to be hyping around, because the product itself speaks for what it is. So rather than that, the team entirely focused on having the information cascaded in a very simple and yet what you can say in a manner that everyone understands what to do when they are participating in the pre-sale. Certain prerequisites as well. So these are the things which are really needed whenever a pre-sale happens in any of the projects. So that's really good to see.
Yes.
Yeah.
And right now, round 1 that closed within that 4-hour window, and currently round 2 is going on till tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or wait, it'd be Eastern Daylight Time now, wouldn't it?
Daylight.
Anyway, 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Eastern.
Whatever it is.
I did hear that US is trying to do away with daytime savings.
Yes.
Next year, yep, it's done. After March next year, March when we step up, like when we go forward one more hour, that's it. It stays like that.
Good. So they're doing the hour ahead, and we're stuck on the hour ahead. So more daylight.
This is the time zone. This is the time frame that you will all be having in common for the entire year, or would it be the earlier time? Time frame that was there during the daylight savings period.
No, it would be the time frame that we're on now.
Right
So,
now. Okay.
yep, the
Perfect.
schedule that we're on now.
which is a
That makes me
blessing.
excited because that means more daylight for me.
Exactly. I don't have to leave work when it's like pitch black.
Mhm.
That's the thing I hate about winters. I used to go to work in dark and come home in the dark.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You're muted there, just script the guy.
That's
There we go. Yes. Let's see. By the way, we're gonna hold Crispy to it. I just sent him a link to the stream. So
Yeah. And we all know who who actually works in the dark. Starts in the dark and ends in the dark. You guys would be that specific character. I mean,
yeah.
take a guess. Who would it be?
I don't know.
I don't like riddles.
No, I missed it.
Batman.
Caddy?
Am I right? Batman?
Oh yeah, see, there you are.
See, it's not that hard. Come on, you guys just gotta be a nerd.
It's a simple thing. It's Batman. So
Yeah. I was
you
going to
would
take
all
it a
be
step further. Anybody in
Batmen,
Alaska?
I would say, and women.
I think
So-
Quester just said we're not nerds, and I feel like that's a compliment.
Crispy's
Sorry.
backing out.
No, Crispy
Uh,
needs to get on here. He needs to help me with an announcement.
Yeah. I mean, just a crypto guy, did you actually say something? I think it was very faint. I couldn't hear it properly.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said he had some scheduling issues come up today.
I know what scheduling issues they are. Those bots that he wants to actually schedule and creep into this YouTube stream right now so that he can win the hashtag contests.
Yes, always.
That was a bit mean. There you go.
Let's
He's
see.
there.
Is it 8:20? It is 8:20. I nailed that right to the T.
Oh,
I just got here. Sorry, I'm not home. Had some scheduling changes pushing my appearance to next Sunday. Next Sunday never ever actually happens. We're gonna hit next
Yeah.
Sunday, and then it's gonna be next Sunday, and then the next, and then
Yeah.
next.
But
It's
you
just
know
like
what? We will actually have to hope, give him a penalty for not showing up today for the show. Oh, I need to get an anti-bot squad over here to the stream every time we start it next time.
hmm Yes, and it starts. And it
Yeah.
starts.
I mean, I think we should think of a penalty for Crispy for not joining us today. The next time he joins, there should be something that he has to do. I mean,
I know,
anyways, he
let's
was
see.
supposed to sing a song for us or play the drums today, right?
the
That-
drums.
I do remember that. So we need to add something apart from that again when it shows up next week.
Yes, sounds like free beer tomorrow. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. There we
All
go.
right.
Trying to jump back into the Telegram here because we haven't even started the announcements. It's 8:20, and
Exactly.
yeah,
I
we're
think we should
slacking
push off.
tonight.
Yeah.
Where's it at? Where's it at?
I think on the announcement section, I just checked. I mean, it's more on what round 2 is and the launch of Scratch as well as Guardian that's going to come up pretty quick.
Yes.
So that's the whole part of the announcement in a nutshell, if you look at it.
Crispy saying that's every week, brother. You got to give us something more
Yeah.
than that. You got to give us a
mean,
little taste of it.
I surely will not miss it, Crispy. I'll be there. Hook
I know,
or
right?
crook.
We ain't gonna miss it. Let's
Yeah.
see. Yeah. So Scratch. We didn't even. Scratch has launched this week.
Yep.
Holy
Yep.
crap. Okay. Yeah, I lost where exactly I was at. Let's see here. Ophi. Yes, Aslan. Next week, Crispy is going to have an excuse for not being there that you will not want to miss. Yep. Well said, my friend. Well said. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know.
If only we could hack through Crispy's camera, phone, and probably switch on his camera and see what he's actually doing right now.
I don't think I want to.
No.
Just a thought. Put him on stream here.
There you go. Check your DM, Crispy. Okay. Let's see. Get back
Nice.
to where we were.
Yeah.
Don't need a hack. He's baking donuts. Ed's already on it. He's launching that factory. Although I do gotta say,
Nice.
poor Telegram.
Yeah.
They have plenty of donut gifts, but none of them are just donut appropriate. That's the best way I can put that. I thought I was dropping a nice little GIF, and I'm like, yeah, no, that did not work. Let's see. I do not accept your authority. I'm a sovereign citizen. Oh, they're on it.
Right.
They are on it.
I think there is only one point which I want to read through. I think because I'm just checking down here. I think we have covered up all the announcement section that was there last time or for the last week, because mainly it was focused on the pre-sale portion.
Yep.
And this week is more of a, the pre-sale happening kind of a situation. So not much on the update side. I think the ecosystem is still going out pretty good. And a couple of things that I want to stress upon on the ecosystem, I'll come to that a little later, but just this one portion which I want to read through, pretty much straightforward on the Scratch launch. So Joe has actually put out a message on the announcement stating ecosystem is rolling out Scratch engine yesterday. That's on 25th of March. He's put out that's 24th. That puts it to 24th of March. Guardian in 2 weeks. Next. I mean, what do we have next? You do have Brainstem and you do have Spider coming up. All this stuff lined up for launches back to back, right? So it's just that time frame. This year is going to be a big bang for Archangel, in fact, on the ecosystem front, and this is what we just know of. We might see some new projects which might also come up and be part of the ecosystem also in the future. You never know, right? So you never know. But that's something that I'm really interested to understand and see through. And how much has Scratch Engine provided to the Arca staking pool for the cycle 2 in reflections in just for the first 24 hours? Well, that's about 114 trillion, already valued at 12,700 USD. One day, one token in the ecosystem. Like it says, yeah, as and when it gets added up, it only grows. And that is the way that you will be earning that, passive income for generations to come as well. So that's your distribution of value model, guys. So 114 trillion, that is valued at 12,700 as of today, or as of the day that the message was wrote, I would say, not as of today.
Right.
Scratch that. So on one side, I mean, yeah. On one side, the valuation of 12,700 aside, set that aside, because that price keeps fluctuating, that price keeps changing. That's something that we all know. That depends on the market stuff. It may be that today, it may be 127,000 also tomorrow. So that's something that I'm not worried of right now, because it's in the very initial stages. But what I'm actually worried of is that number of 114 trillion, because that particular number is really, really important when it comes to the distribution of all the people who would be staking their Archangel in the next cycle that starts off, right? So that's something to be having a thought of when you want to stake your Archangel tokens the next time the staking pool opens.
Yep. So right now the Scratch reflections already are at 139 trillion.
39 trillion. And that's just the reflections, guys. That's just the reflections, because 1% of the total overall token supply of Scratch is actually set aside for the staking pool rewards for 4 cycles. I mean, the last time we saw that image, it was for the 4 cycles that is already been set aside. That's 1% of the entire total supply. Apart from that 1% total supply, the transaction volume, basis the transaction volume, this particular reflections is what you would be receiving in your staking pools. So if this is just, this the reflections alone are 139 trillion right now, then add that along with the 1% of the total supply as well. That would be the amount of Scratch tokens that would be distributed to all the people who would be staking Archangel in the second cycle.
Right.
And so that's not it. I guess Guardian is also getting added to that, right?
Yes. So if you look at this, I mean, right now, 139 trillion, that's 0.139 of their circulating supply. Like Joe just dropped, that's a value around to 22,000 as of this moment. That's massive. And think that's just the one token going into the staking pool, just one. We have Guardian that's getting ready to launch. We'll have Brainstem that's coming up, Spider that's coming up. along with still round 2 will have the remaining of the Arca Genesis drop. So the
Right.
phase 2 or round 2 of the staking pool will have those 3 tokens. You'll have Arca, you'll have Arca, Scratch, and also Guardian.
Yep.
Let's see. He's saying in token value, yes. Got my ice cream and now watching the cafe. Oh, that's awesome.
So hey, just to kind of add to that, just to help put that into perspective, when we did our little thought exercise the other day, assuming with the buybacks with the Archangel that's in staking pool 1, you're going to have a total valuation in US dollars with the number of tokens in there roughly at about 25,000. That's for the entire 90-day staking pool. Scratch is already almost up to that.
Yes.
I mean, that's huge. And we still have 27 days of Scratch plus 90 more days of Scratch plus Guardian launch, all the days before staking pool 1 ends, all 90 days of staking pool 2. I'm going to stop talking because I don't want anybody else to buy in because I want to have a higher stake. Never mind. Disregard everything I said.
I've been trying, with Arca prices, I've been trying to take advantage because the more right now, that's the appeal to me. The more Arca you own, the more you can dump that staking pool. You bet I'm staking probably 90% of my Arca bag this next round, if not 100% of it, but maybe 90, just to try to see what the reflections will do as a little bit of a difference. But and that's the thing. It's all a DeFi. Joe said it best. It's a DeFi game of chess. And figuring out, the ratios of what could be better. It's literally, and that's what entices me. I'm a statistics guy. And so sitting there weighing these options out, I was like, okay, this is now the reflections I can get outside the pool versus the rewards in. But I'm sorry, 3 tokens supplying in the next round. There's a no-brainer there. None.
Just a kryptonite. You see what you do, right?
True.
You load up as much as you can, and then that's when you start telling people about it.
Yeah.
That way you already have your bag.
I agree with that 100%.
Correct. On one side, if you think of it, it's like, I wouldn't like to say this as a freebie kind of a stuff, but it's something that you get as a benefit by just investing in your Archangel tokens, right?
Yep.
So you just purchase Archangel tokens, tokens as much as you can. Go ahead and stake them for every cycle. The only thing that you will be paying is the ETH gas fees. Apart from that, ideally your investment is zero if you look at it, and you're receiving these tokens which are part of part of the ecosystem, but still other projects in their individual self, right? And tomorrow, think of it on one side that any of these projects blow up to be really big, then you actually would have a substantial amount of money with you with literally zero investment, right? And especially for those people who are in the third world countries where the dollar value conversion is quite hard, as well as the investment that they do is quite less as compared to other people who have access to eat so easily. On one side, if you look at it, they do not need to invest too much money, and these can be actually a revolutionary or a game changer for them when it comes to crypto investments and generating wealth. In fact, when they say generation of wealth generating wealth for generations, it was not a joke. This is what we are seeing it right now, because your reflections is part of your staking pool rewards until the staking pool rewards actually exist, right? Yep. So it's not something that's going to end within a short span of time. And if we are seeing this much of amount of volume and valuation for that token count for just one single project, now tomorrow there are much more things to happen once the Guardian platform kicks in, once we do see a lot of projects being part of the ecosystem and bringing in new things to the DeFi space. And with the current situation that's also happening with crypto around the market space, things are getting in line for mass adoption. That's what I've been reading about. So everything is pulling in together. They're just funneling towards that mainstream in terms of following a single path towards mass adoption. So you would see a lot of collaborations coming up. You would see a lot of projects helping hand in hand as well. You would see competition as well coming up in the market. Now, when I say competition, it's not that generic competition that we see right now. It's the actual hardcore competition wherein if you do this I'm in the top, and if I do this, then I need to surpass you, what you're doing right now. So that kind of cutthroat competition is definitely going to kick in, and that too on the legal side. So that's something that we need to actually be thinking of. And in one way, if you look at it, Archangel has been very much in, holding a strong position in such a competition environment, because you have anything and everything to offer what crypto offers to any individual.
Yep. I agree with you on that.
All right.
Awkward silence.
Blue
Oh,
co-
no.
Oh.
Hey, what happened? Carry left. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like.
So we do have Blue asking, are there any external projects that are incoming? I don't know. Questa, any idea?
Not that I know of, but I mean, Joe usually likes to keep us in the dark, and then all of a sudden, be like,
Yeah.
"Hey guys, by the way," watch all of a sudden it's gonna be like,
reason.
there's gonna be a DM from Joe just comes up. Hey, by the way,
Yeah, you never know.
That is
You never
exactly
know.
it's exactly how it goes too. It's never a hey, big announcement coming. It's a hey, by the way, we got these 3 other projects coming. Just wanted to let you know. I'll post it in the announcements page. Thanks, guys. Go home, Love you, Joe.
Can you put in a request
Yeah.
with Unmindable?
So-
I think I was gonna say I tried reaching out before with them to see what processes would be needed to be done. I was gonna say I'm not sure. I'm assuming we would have to give I'll obviously give amount of our supply to them, but
With Unmindable?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
that I was gonna say probably. Oh, Joe, I don't like that smiley face. I mean, we could bring it up to the community, see what they like, what they say.
As far as I know about it, question on unminable portion, I don't think so. I mean, because ideally speaking, all these mining apps that you have, the CPU mining apps that you have usually, right? Apart from the
Mhm.
ASICs and the coded miners specific to those, mining rigs and stuff, they all mine Monero. And then there is an internal conversion from Monero to any other cryptocurrency that is listed for them. So what ideally happens, they mine Monero and they buy it in the backend for whatever amount of Monero you have mined, and then give it to you with a fee, in fact. So that's how it usually happens with Unminable. And you have XT mining or something, not XT mining. Just a moment, I had it here in a list somewhere. Yeah,
because I do know that Josie, I knew that would be a nice feature there. I'm trying to go through my emails. I know I talked to them, and I feel like they gave me a very vague response.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to find it through my
XMRig.
email.
Yeah, XMRig, that's the other one. So yes, mining Monero on one side, okay, not be a bummer over here, but mining Monero is the one that many people prefer, mainly because of, yes, it's on a different model now. ETH is also moving towards the proof of stake and stuff, so the amount of rewards that you actually can get by mining ETH is now totally different than what you used to. I mean, once it kicks off the proof of stake model, which is coming pretty soon. I was just reading an article yesterday, and it is happening probably by June, July, the first installment, that is. But Monero on the other side is much more less intensive in terms of mining activities. So you can go ahead and mine, but on the sideline, you might see those mining of Monero also being shut down if the legal aspect comes back, right? So the main reason here being, it is highly impossible to track any transactions on Monero. Monero themselves have challenged many people to go ahead and try to track the transactions that happen, and they have failed. It's an open hack competition that's out there. So it's something that the governments are talking of, those cryptocurrencies which cannot be traced in terms of transactions, to outright totally ban them across the world, just to ensure that those tokens are not used for illicit activities and stuff. So I mean, I don't know, I'm just sitting here and speaking in a small room, but bigger things are happening out there. But Just a thought. I mean, these kind of mining activities in terms of what you have right now, XMRig, unmineable, or stuff like that, you never know. They might stop to a certain extent, but I'm not so sure.
Yeah, so I found the email. They literally just told me
Mhm.
that they have to look into it and see if it's something they'd actually be wanting to list
Yeah.
on their website or not. So basically just saying that the ball has to be in their court. Like, and we have to wait for them.
Yeah, I mean the listing is totally dependent on them because they take
Right.
into, as far as I know, they take into a lot of factors because they need to buy those tokens back.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, whenever you mine Monero, they get Monero. They go ahead and use that Monero to convert or swap Monero to whatever other token that you want. If it's not a direct pair, then yeah, it's another route of USDT or providing certain liquidity and stuff that they would do, that they would take care of in the backend. But that is what essentially happens, and then it will be transferred back to you, or in your wallet it will show up as whatever token it is listed over there, with again a little fee in fact. But unless and until you do have a pretty big mining rig, I would say the amount of rewards that you would get is quite less. I mean, very very less. I'm speaking of somewhere around say $5 to $10 a month, or roughly I'm saying that too if you have a pretty good graphics card and you're running it 24/7.
Yep, definitely.
So
All right, we have a
I'm
message
gonna
from Kira speaking. Caddy's trying to get back in but having difficulties on his hand. No problem,
He's
Kira, let him
fine.
sort it out. Let him take his time. Yeah.
Hey, can I add something to that, Mr. Ozzy?
Yeah, please.
So
Please,
I'm
please.
gonna take this as an opportunity. So Josie, thank you. I don't know if everybody's seen in the Telegram over the last few days, especially. Royce has been posting a lot of stuff with the Innovation Lab. So ideas like that are great, and I'll figure out. We'll get the link in the chat here, or we'll post it on the Telegram. But the best thing with Archangel is constantly trying to improve the space. There's really no limitation, but we need those kind of ideas, and they come from the community. And we have a space to collect that and throw those types of things in there. Nothing's too crazy. I mean, at one point in time, I think Aeroflex was talking for like 3 days about somehow using airplanes as energy sources to mine Bitcoin or something. I don't know, crazy stuff that I don't understand, but it's just ideas, and those ideas will spawn the next generation of the projects that we create. So throw that kind of stuff in there. We'll figure out how to get it in the chat. But thank you, Mr. Hazen. That was all I want to say.
Yeah, no, that's totally true because that's something that not many projects have. Not many, I would say a handful of them have, in fact, when it comes to such a input of innovations lab or stuff like that. Or as far as I know, I mean, they might take it in a different note, but uh, I would say that this is the only project that actually has that innovation lab group and actually picks up ideas from people who have it, right? So I mean, there are suggestion boxes and there are stuff where other projects also do have, but I don't know how well they actually cater to it or cater to them because they're all biased in one way, right? So if for example I'm building a DeFi project which is only consisting of a swap, an exchange, or something else related to staking and stuff, that's the only goal or only thought that I have, only road that I would go to, right? I wouldn't focus on anything related to gaming. I wouldn't focus on anything related to NFTs and stuff like that unless and until I want to get into that space. But here with Archangel, it can branch out to any specific utility or use case when it comes to crypto or whatever the idea is from the community, right? So it can easily branch out. So let's see.
Definitely.
Caddy is back.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's the link for the innovation lab for you guys that Kurt the guy was talking about.
Everybody put it in there. Well done.
Well,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, we had to make sure all of our bases were covered there.
Yes, I dropped it to all 4 channels,
Okay.
guys. Just a heads up, I don't
Great.
think I can go on video tonight, but I'm at least you can hear the voice.
He's doing one of my
No
magic
problem. Your
tricks.
logo looks cool.
Hey, we'll make it work. We'll make it work.
Yeah.
Tim, it's good to see you on tonight, man. How you doing? Did you enjoy it? Well, I don't know if you. Well, you probably did. Did you enjoy the little bit of snow we got? Watch, he'd be like, "What snow?" And it was just my place that got snow.
Yeah, no, we got it here. We got a little bit of sleet, then rain to snow, back to sleet, and then like 2-3 inches of rain in 2 days.
It's almost April. It should be illegal that it's snowing. Like,
Yes.
oh, you got even worse.
Oh, hold up. I don't know, you guys. All right, we got another special guest in the house hanging out behind stage for a second here. Hold on, Mr.
Bring him
Osland
in.
Mr. Osland was one of the first people to use the platform to create a profile in the Marketers Hub in the second wave of testing. So what feedback do you have, Mr. Osland?
Definitely. I mean, look at
Hello,
that.
everybody.
Hey, Robin to next Sunday.
Yeah,
Hello,
I know what you are
everybody.
doing right now, Crispy. Before you joined the stream, you were not baking donuts, you were not rushing home, or you were not stuck with any stuff. You were going to actually browse through all the mustaches that were there on the street.
He was making
Get
a
one,
beautiful
the
mustache.
biggest one, in fact, that would suit you. That look good.
Well, I figured I'd jump in for a bit. I got a pretty bootleg setup going, so figured, what the hell? I said I'd be on this week. Let me hop in.
Brother, you're not the only one having that
Nice.
type of bootleg setup this week. Let me tell you.
Me and Caddy both.
You know how long this has been planned in the making? I bought this mustache 3 weeks ago.
That's dedication right there, bro.
Didn't even last that long. It doesn't stick that much. You know?
Hey, the thought is what matters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Tim's
it was
spring
good.
break
So,
should be more like winter break.
jumping
with
back
all
to
the
what Joe was
weather.
speaking of in terms of my feedback on the Marketers Hub or M Hub platform, first and foremost, I would say it is clean, crisp, and clear. The information that you actually take up from any of the marketers out there, it's very much to the point. The main thing I liked is the restriction on the words for each of the categories or each of the queries that you have or the fields that you need to fill in. That restriction actually allows you to put in only things that are really important and a highlight. I mean, that actually shows your capability as a marketer as well, right? Many people can put paragraphs of stuff out there which they wouldn't be even knowing or doing just for the sake of it, or as their resume value, right? So but here you need to really think of what you need to actually put across. So that's something that I really loved. Kudos to the team in terms of coming out with the field values. By field values, I mean the information that you asked for in the form, right? That was really good. All those information that you ideally ask for are pretty much important and add up to what you do in a nutshell. Be it in terms of how do you what are the kind of fields that you are expert in, and what are the kind of fields that you want to recognize yourself with, right? So those are the things that are really nice to see, because those are something which ideally actual people who are looking for marketers look forward to. And the total number of followers across all the platforms, that's also an important aspect, because see, people who are looking into you as a marketer or just an influencer will always look into the total amount of reach that you have, right? You can go ahead and say, I have a YouTube channel with 50k followers, but how many of them are actually bots? And on sidelines on the Twitter, if you go ahead and check the same account, it will be just 20 to 30 followers that are out there. So adding this up in one entire note and providing those social profile links of all the platforms under one single area, that's a pretty good option. So I really love the way that it is actually designed. It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward, hardly takes 5 minutes to fill, in fact. I mean, if you know what you need to fill in, it hardly takes 5 minutes to fill, not too much. So
Right.
yeah, I'm down with it. I'll just put my mic down and say a very good job to everyone who was involved in building that particular MHub platform.
Right. I was going to say, because I filled out a profile on there as well, and it was very, very smooth and streamlined. You know, it was like you said, Mr. Osland, it was very clear of the details that you needed to fill in. And the information that it asks, you know, it hits the key points about marketing and influencers. That I thought was really, really huge. And when, you know, that opportunity to fill it out, it took me longer to figure out my profile than to actually type it. It was just one of those things. Like, I hate talking about myself. Like, that's a hard thing for me to do. So I
You know-
think it took me about an hour to do mine solely
At
because
least,
of that.
at least I'm not the only one here that feels that way, man. Like, I don't know. It's weird. Just can't do it.
Yeah, this is a very valid point. Given the purpose of the M Hub, one consideration is that it came from the Archa Innovation Lab. That link that we just dropped to you guys a few ago was to create a developer hub and a place where developers can collaborate and work together. Ideas?
I'll tell you what, that's a brilliant idea.
Yes.
The main reason right now, I will say, blockchain developers are very, very few, guys. Very, very few. People are literally on top of anyone who knows programming on Solidity, programming and other languages, and the blockchain coding as well. So writing contracts is not an easy job, and it's very hard to find programmers in that area. Many of them are freelancers. You cannot get a full-time programmer out there, but many of those full-time programmers are very, very few, and big companies are, they're eating each other to back them. As you can see, many job openings that are rolling out with Amazon, with Bank of America, and other big institutions who are looking out for crypto related people. Blockchain development is one area where everyone is having a very big focus on. And yes, this is an amazing idea, and I think we should have it, period.
Yeah, that's the one thing with it is for crypto and digital assets, that there is that common denominator of each category that a project requires. And it's going to be the group of developers, the marketers, promoters, marketers, kind of the same thing. But that internal core team. By the way, speaking of since we're talking about with developers and all that stuff, Crispy, sir, congratulations on the Blockchain Council. Some of the certifications you've been out there
yes,
doing.
Thank you. So a lot of interesting information with that. I'm glad I found, stumbled upon it and was able to take those courses. Definitely recommend them to anybody.
I'm in the process. When I have the free time, I'm sitting there dabbling with it a little bit.
So tell us more about it, Crispy. How was the entire thing on getting those certifications?
It wasn't bad, honestly. When I first looked it up, I'm like, all right, this looks like it could be a little daunting. But as long as you have at least a basic understanding of what blockchain technology is, I think you can get through it. But the best thing about the course is when you buy it, you have it for life. You can go back and look at it anytime you want. So the knowledge is always going to be there. The particular website I went through, Blockchain Council, they have a subscription. I think it's $69 a month, and you have access to all of their courses. Why would you pay the $69 and download them all? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Could you please drop in a link over here to us in the private chat so that we could just put it across on the stream, so people who are really interested can have a check on that as well.
Yeah, if you give me 1 second, I actually have it. I have
Oh, you have it. Great. Perfect.
Yes, I'm actually in the process of doing some of them classes myself.
But with all this chatter going on, I think I really missed one very important thing that I wanted to speak of today. Let me quickly read that through so people can listen in. All right. Ready? Here we go. Okay. So this was put out in the Guardian token Telegram group. So you may start to see people come into this Telegram from FEG's ecosystem and the FEGX platform. I've been communicating with various members of the team since 28 December 2021, way back when Archangel was actually in version 1 and got listed on FEG Exchange as well. So that kind of collaboration was still there with them. So the Guardian the Guardian platform is ready to start collecting advertising banners for the various components. Next will be marketer profiles for MHub. You can point related inquiries to Guardian platform team. Now, who are the Guardian platform team members? This is really interesting because I'm really happy for this, guys. So that's where I'm a little excited to read the names. Crypto Caddy will be for project level info. Crypto Cakes for coordination on marketing and advertising. That's Miss Brad. And O for assistance with the MHub profile building. That ecosystem and exchange will be one of the features on Guardian, and you have seen that logo on Guardian's main splash page for the few months now. So that's related to effect back. Now, please do keep in mind that very little information about Guardian has been released to the public. So keep that in mind when visitors show up and ask questions. We are all ambassadors of Archangel, and be cool and professional. That's a straightforward thing. But these three names that we have over here, kudos to them. In fact, so I'm really happy. Congratulations to the three of you.
No, thank you. It takes a team to do it. It takes a team.
Yeah.
I was going to say that's the one thing about the whole inside of that is, it's more than a one-man show to be able to launch something of that stature off the ground, especially something of that stature. It takes that entire community, and the roots go all the way back to the innovation lab, back to the community is where most of this has spawned from.
Absolutely, yeah. And that's where I'm actually really happy because we do have an amazing team over here in Archangel.
Yeah, ain't that right, boss man? Yeah, Caddy, I didn't catch that till like way later when I was in the Guardian group chat. I was like, wait a second.
I've been a
I was
busy
half
guy
tempted.
lately. I've been a busy guy.
I was half tempted to text you and be like, do I have to call you boss now?
No. Not. No.
Come on, man. I thought you were gonna tell me about this when this happened.
Nope. And that's one of the things is, Guardian's been being developed since back in October, November, when the roots started getting laid out for it. There's been a lot of development in that time from then till now. And that's what has Guardian where it's at. It's releasing with utility. It's releasing with a product that you'll be able to touch, see, and feel more than what most projects, are released with. And on top of it with Guardian, the focus, almost everything of that has come from the community and what the users are needing. Crispy, I see you playing around over there. Be careful. Fair warning. If your computer can't handle the virtual background, it will freeze on you.
Right.
It did.
Yeah.
I think it did.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
He tried.
Why did you even say that, Caddy?
I know. He's like, crap. All right. So let's see here. What should we do well, you ready for this, Miss Brad?
Yeah. It's almost 10 o'clock. So let's do a hashtag contest.
Yes. What should we use the
Let's
hashtag
go.
for?
Let's see.
Crispy is stuck.
Yep, he's gonna have to leave and come back. He's just sitting there hanging out. There he goes.
Frozen and crispy.
Hashtag crispy left. Crispy left.
Yes.
I got it.
All right.
Let's see here.
How
He's
about
back. He's back.
He's
I think
back?
you realized
Yeah.
that just did not work.
Well, how cool is that?
Nothing like a still frame. Oh, snap. The course looks very interesting. I'm in. Yeah, that's the one thing that blockchain console is full of a lot of useful, deep information.
Oh yeah. Anything from NFTs to blockchain security to auditing to just Ethereum or Bitcoin. It's a wealth. Honestly.
Yeah, to that, to trading strategies, once you start digging in, it's like, holy cow. Like, okay.
Yep.
So you know what? For this week, and since the big news this week, Scratch is launched, let's do hashtag Scratch today.
Okay.
Why
All
not?
right.
Yeah.
Sure.
So let's get that going here, guys. So if you want to go ahead with that announcement there, Miss Brett, I'll get this finished up.
Yeah, sure thing. So weekly giveaway, 1 trillion Archa tokens. And we are going to do hashtag Scratch. Not a long word. You can get it right in there quickly. And there we go. It started. All right.
Yeah. Oh, it's as long as the hashtag's in there, they can type it beforehand and it'll still pick it up. So we have currently 6 entries with 29 viewers at this moment. 30 guys watching. Welcome. Let's see. Let's see where we at. I'm trying to keep up. It's just blowing through. I see that, Crispy. Zen.
Yeah.
Zen knows
Did
better.
Crispy even put it? Okay.
Oh yeah, I put it. Of course I put it. Are you crazy?
You
No,
know
I
what?
was
Oh
actually
my
not
gosh,
wait-
I misspelled.
I was not actually wanting to see your name. I was actually
Oh my
searching for
gosh.
any other bot name that would actually come up. So
Right. Yeah. Well, I gotta program that in right now. Let me just start typing away at it.
Yes. I think I misspelled it though. Oh my goodness.
I'm afraid if I open it up on my laptop,
Oh.
I'm gonna freeze again. So
Mhm.
I know. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you.
You know what? If today Crispy actually wins, it's a
That'll be
proof
the
that
day.
he is not doing any hacks
Today will be the
because
day.
he's on camera right now.
Yes. I will say we have 28 entries right now. Almost everybody in the room is in.
I'm not playing. I just wanted to type it.
Let's see. All righty, guys. I think we can go ahead and run with it. We got
Yep.
28 viewers, 28 entries. You guys ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let
All
her
right,
rip.
here we go. Dun 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 dun. Oh, there goes Crispy. You were up there twice. It does that every dang time.
Wow.
Mark Pelaginas.
Mark.
I hope I said that right. Congratulations, sir.
Congrats, Mark.
Woohoo.
Congrats, Mark.
Nice.
Good job.
So definitely reach out to Miss Crypto Cakes over in the Telegram, Miss Bread there.
Yeah.
She will be able to get you squared away. Yeah. And if let's see. Nice. Congrats. Yes. These are coming up so fast, like I can't keep up with them.
My computer's like
Caesar, oh poor Caesar. He says he
Yeah.
never wins anything. Oh,
A little visitor here right now.
I'll say you got
Uh-huh.
some company.
Nice.
Aw. Next hashtag would be Crispy's cat.
Crispy cat.
I mean, she gets an entry.
Hashtag Crispy has a white cat.
Yes.
I'm not completely white, but you know, white is a major color I saw.
Scratch to the moon and Arcapool. Yes. Congrats, brother. Yes. Congratulations. So,
I mean,
when
when I
just
read
a crypto
that,
guy disappeared.
I'm sorry.
I was getting ready to put him on
When
the
I
spot.
read that scratch to the moon,
back.
I was like, how can you scratch the moon?
well, you see.
If you have Arca, you're a winner in my book. Yes, boss. That is one of the OGs right there. I got to say that. One of the OGs. So, just a
So,
crypto guy. Since the
yeah.
excitement's all riled up and we got 32 people in here, what you got?
All right. So, in the spirit of giveaways, this isn't going to be another one right now. However, since we launched the Archangel NFT page, I've done a lot of research. I've learned as much as I could about NFTs, and they're really cool. I've worked with, talked to like Chris and Sean and Tim and some of the guys over in the Scratch team. They do a thing on Monday nights called Scratching the Surface.
Yep.
If you haven't tuned in for that, check it out. Great information there that they put in. Anyway, short version of a very long story here. And Caddy, if you want to put up the that document that I sent you earlier, if you could.
Yeah,
So,
if you give me 1 second, I'll dig in and get that for
absolutely.
you.
So, all right. So NFTs are more than just digital art. I don't know how many of you are into NFTs or kind of done any research, but they're more than just the digital art. They can be used for so many things. And
Yep.
what I have found is that there's a lot of communities and a lot of community NFT projects where it's more than just owning the NFT. It's giving back to the community. Owning the NFT gives you some sort of value, some sort of something within the community. So I presented an idea to the contest team, and we're going to launch a series of, let's call them NFT tickets. And this is the first one. So this will go up here very soon on our Rareable NFT page. So on the same Archangel page you have. And what this is going to do is two things. One, these are going to be super cheap. Literally they're priced at 0.01 ETH, which up until today was like $30. Now it's like $32, which is a good thing. I'm going to pay to mint them. So you won't even have to pay to mint them. Literally, you're going to pay the price of the NFT plus whatever the transfer fee is, which will be based on gas, which is normally pretty cheap. So you should be able to get one of these for $30 or $40 max.
Nice.
And what we're going to do is we're going to mint 250 of these. So they're all going to be the same. There's going to be 250 of them. If you own one, your wallet is going to be captured. And then what we're going to do is a portion of the sales from that is still going to go to L Bank because we're still trying to get in, dive in or, eat away at that, the fee to get on L Bank. So some of the proceeds will go there, but then some of the proceeds are going to go just into a separate pool, and we're going to use that for prize funds. And what we're going to do is just random micro prize drops, not necessarily on the cafe or anything else, just literally when we feel like it, hey, here's whatever prize we want to come up with. Obviously we could do tokens from within the ecosystem. We could do, merch or Arca swag from the store. We could do different NFTs. We could, create an NFT and donate it to a winner. There's a million different things that you can do with this. And the possibilities are endless. This is just kind of the first step of introducing this kind of concept to the community. We could go a million different directions with this and how we want to do it. So the plan is we'll launch one of these every single time we have a new ecosystem launch. So that's the one for Arca. There's already one ready for Guardian. So as soon as Guardian launches or shortly thereafter, we'll launch that one, another 250. We'll do one for Brainstem. We'll do one for Spider. We'll just keep on going. So keep note of the math here, right? We're only going to do 250. We have over 4,000 holders. It's not going to be one for everybody. So the $30 or $40 you spend to buy it, you can resell it one day and maybe make some profit on it. And then there'll be royalties on top. There'll be a 10% royalty on every sale. And that 10% will go right back into that prize fund to continuously give back to the community. So hopefully it's sustainable. Hopefully it's something that people are interested in. It's a great way if you haven't bought an NFT, whether it be from Archangel or anywhere else. What a great opportunity to do it and kind of learn about it. You don't have to pay a ton of money out of pocket or worry about it. Now, and you get a chance to possibly win your money back or then some. I've run some math and crunched some numbers. And depending on if we sold all 250, the prize fund, if you will, will be somewhere between $2,000 to $3,000, and we can do a lot of stuff with $2,000 to $3,000. I mean, especially. Right now, you could buy a whole heck of a lot in Arca for $2,000 to $3,000. So it's just a way to give back to the community. And like I said, we'll do another one for Guardian. That one's already ready to go. And same thing, that'll just be another 250, which is just more money into that pool. So don't compare this to like a real NFT project. There's certain projects that literally are NFT projects, and you can do stuff with your NFTs, like you can stake them and you can do this, and they give away like hundreds of thousands of dollars, and we're not doing that. This is just a community thing. It's a fun way to give back. It's a fun way to get people interested in NFTs, and then we'll see where it goes. So
that is fire, guys. Like the purpose
I'm
of
just holding back my excitement. That's all.
I know, right? You guys can't see my excitement. I'm over here with the crap eating grin from
I was like waiting for Just a Crypto Guy to actually finish talking so I can burst out and say, hey, that's a brilliant idea. Seriously. So
I love it.
That's actually an awesome idea that you have found out. And I mean, it's totally doable. It's what you can explore. And, this is what you can actually do with NFTs. And tomorrow, well, you're like you were saying about the prize pool money and stuff. Today it's just $2,000 to $3,000, but tomorrow, once Guardian NFTs also launch or something in the prize pool actually changes, that prize pool keeps increasing. So you can expect a lot more things to come out. You never know. You absolutely never know. So this is like you just hold this one single NFT, but you do keep getting an access to get those rewards anytime it opens up.
Yeah,
right?
and the thing is too, the self-sustaining aspect of this.
Yeah.
Like,
but one thing I think we should all note. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you, Caddy. You go on. I'll keep this later.
You're all right there, Miss Haslin. No, like I said, the excitement. I wish you guys could see me right now, but no, I'm processing all this, and the way that you're utilizing the NFT itself is a whole different purpose. It is self-sustaining for rewards back.
Right. Yeah.
Like Dude, I'm sorry. That's freaking amazing.
Yeah.
So
That's
what'll
true.
happen? So what'll happen is in the next day or so, we'll post kind of the program sheet, if you will, with all the specifics. We'll put that out on Telegram and Reddit and all the socials and everything else. And then probably, I don't know, the NFT is ready to go. So we'll announce it first. We'll give it a day or so, and then we'll get Storm to throw it up there on Rarible, and then it just becomes a super awesome tracking nightmare of capturing everybody's wallets. But that's okay. We're willing to do it. Not a problem. Rarible is actually pretty helpful with that, so we'll make it work.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I know what Crispy did back there right now. The
What's
reason
that?
he switched off his camera was he was configuring certain stuff in the backend so that as soon as the NFTs launch, he'll get them. So
How'd you
Caddy,
know?
do you
I
Did
think
you have a camera in
I
the
was
room or
about to
something?
say that what we should do is create a program in the NFT contract such that Crispy will not get it.
Yes.
You know what
Just
I'm gonna do? Go ahead.
Oh, you're
Hey,
fine. I was
just
just going to say
kidding.
to answer Crypto Web Nerd
Yeah.
down there. Does Rarible accept Coinbase Wallet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it does. Yeah,
It
Yep.
does.
Yeah, they do.
it does. It does.
It does to, I believe, to purchase, but I think in order to set up that, if you're looking to host on there, I think that might be a little different.
No, you can do that as well. You can
can-
you
No,
can you
yeah.
can use your Coinbase wallet, and you can set up the different accounts and all that stuff. Yeah, I played around with it.
Nice.
Yeah. I was testing stuff like Caddy likes to do. I understand your pain now, by the way, and it's
Yeah.
money I'm never gonna get back in my entire life.
Yes. just know when you're done, just say it all went for a good cause.
It all went for a good cause. We got so hey, we have another announcement that maybe Crispy might want to help out with. You want to take this one, Crispy?
We sure do. Do you want to tell them the day that we're starting it?
April 7th. Is that what we said? Thursday,
Yeah.
April 7th?
So April 7th, me and Just a Crypto guy, we decided we are going to engage in the community. We're going to host these, I don't want to say Twitter talks, so we're going to do them cross-platform. We're going to do Reddit talks, Twitter talks, wherever we need to be, and just engage with the community. We can do AMAs. We're going to talk about general crypto stuff. We're going to talk about Archangel stuff, Guardian stuff. Whatever we feel like talking about that day, we're going to do it. We don't have a name for it yet. So if anybody has a suggestion, please drop it in the comments there, because we need a name. But it's going to be just like a general, kind of like the cafe is, but about anything we want.
You could
Yeah,
call
yeah,
it the
That's a nice idea as well.
totally
part of-
not the
yeah.
Arca Cafe.
Part of, totally not. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, part of it is just we want to help educate. It kind of spawned from some of the conversations we had in the Guardian room the other day, where people were asking questions, generalized questions about crypto, like what does this word mean? I've never heard it before, or things like what is the DOV? I don't understand, and how does Archangel really work? And we can go a million directions with it. Obviously, funneling everything hopefully back within the community. Guardian would be a huge help. But just, hey, what are some different investment strategies? And we want to engage outside the community. That's the big thing. So what we'd ask is within the community, once we get all this figured out with a cool name, like the Archa Cafe, it's a cool name. But once we get everything figured out, we'd ask the community, we'll start blasting this out on socials. We want to get this beyond Archangel. It's great to talk to everybody, within the community. But the idea is mass adoption, and we can't have mass adoption if we always talk to the same people. So we want to engage with everybody else, and we're totally open to ideas from the community on topics to discuss. Again, doesn't have to be Archangel, doesn't have to be Guardian, doesn't have to be Scratch. It can be anything. I think one of the cooler ideas we talked about earlier today is to help with the innovation lab. We want to host one of these where literally we just want to have I will clean up my language here, Caddy, so we don't get banned. We want to have a complaining session. Literally, we just want to invite people to come and complain about crypto.
Yep.
See if we can spawn some cool ideas for the innovation lab.
Right. And it's the perfect segue to if you have an idea, we have an ecosystem for it. We'll help you every step of the way.
Yes.
So that's kind of the idea. So more to come on that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you could.
I don't want to bring up Blue's comment over there, but
No. See what we're gonna do, right? To keep it PG,
Hey,
it's the
Greek
venting
Archangel
room.
still talking.
There you go. How about that? Just have a venting room.
That's
Talk about
true.
the issues and problems of
Oh, we lost
crypto.
Caddy again.
Oh no! He tried to do the camera and it just didn't work. Oh man.
We got to get the name
Archangel-
down though. We got to get the name down. Maybe Cafe Arca.
No, that's a copyright.
yeah, we're already working on the
It's a
copyright,
copyright infringement.
process.
No.
Yeah.
Crypto
But yeah, I
Anonymous.
mean,
I like that.
I don't know. I think we should probably take some time and put our suggestions in the Telegram group as well. So,
Oh yeah.
So, Caddy, are we gonna try
Yeah.
the face cam again tonight? I don't
Nope,
think
I'm
it really
done.
worked.
I'm done. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was trying to use the face, but it's not working. It's not going my way.
I
Yeah.
saw you get on for maybe like a minute, and then you just went out. I was like, oh,
Yeah, it's
just doesn't.
it's a
work
rig
tonight.
setup tonight.
right.
Oh man.
Caddy, why don't you try it from your phone? In fact, I mean, that would be a lot more easier for you.
Yeah, but right now I can control what's behind. Well, I can control what's behind me on this camera on my phone. No.
Oh,
I'm good.
yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, gotcha.
Let's see here. What we got. The innovation lab is critical, most important form in the entire network, and that's true. Got to get ideas stimulated and refined in there so that our innovation pipeline stays full and keeps pushing forward. Must build more. That is something that is not going to stop.
Exactly.
If the development, if it can be developed, if the time is there, the financials are there, if the team is there, it's going to get built. You know, we're going to run as fast pace at this as we can, as it allows. And we've been trying to find that curve of where we're running a little too fast and then, tone it back a little bit. We still have yet to hit that point. And so with that being said, with this whole community and everybody involved, like, you couldn't have asked for a better team, better community that is driving all this, the driving force behind it, because it's blowing me away. I mean, it's just one of those things that's not going to slow down. We do not see that anytime soon.
Yeah, we have seen that, time frame of 9 months come down to just a couple of months for each epic now. So, and we have also seen the time that when we had to wait for one epic to be completed and the next epic to be started after that, we are seeing like 2-3 epics being developed parallelly, and they're getting ready for launch pretty soon. What we were expecting next year is already way up ahead and probably coming out in the next quarter, in fact, right? So, I mean, that's the speed Archangel is moving at, is what I would say.
Let's see, has the initial roadmap been added
insane.
to? Well, if we're talking about Arca's roadmap, I think we're on version 4, version 5, 4, but 7's in development.
I think it's not a road map as such. I mean, it's just a map, I would say. There are many roads. What road do you want to take?
Exactly. The paving
There is no
trucks are
single
sitting on
road
the side
map
of the
here.
road. The
It's
paving
just a
trucks
map.
are sitting.
So, yeah.
I
Choose
think one of the
whichever
most
road you want to go to. You have a destination waiting for you there.
I think one of the most mind-blowing things I heard, I believe Joe said it. We were talking about epic number 3 we're on, and I was like, when was that supposed to start? He's like, oh, September 2023. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, sure. We're that far ahead. That's great.
Oh yeah, and it's like I said, it's not going to slow down anytime soon. Let's see. Crypto Web Nerd was asking how the Guardian website's coming along. The platform is coming along very, very nicely. We've seen some screenshots get dropped down in the Guardian chat and the announcements, and let me tell you, it is amazing. I can't say enough. Like, I got to be cautious what I say, but wait till it comes out. That's all I can say.
It's gonna blow your guys' mind.
Yeah, you will not.
Yeah,
Be
I mean,
anywhere
from
else.
what I can deduce from the screenshots, I don't know as much as you do, Caddy, but from the screenshots of what I've seen regarding the Guardian platform and the website that has been put out, I think it's a very clean and clear interface, and it's very much to the point. Right? You do not have any haphazardous. I didn't. Okay. Oops.
Hey, you're
there's a
holding
lot of-
that guy up. Come on, hurry up.
I'm sorry. Did you hear the honking from outside?
Yes.
There
Yeah.
was this milkman who has come, and I was just okay. So what I was actually saying is the interface is clean and clear and crisp and straightforward, and it's not like you have all these other portals which are probably bolstered with ads in each and every space that you see, right? Anywhere you see, it's just about ads, and the information that you're looking out for is somewhere lost. But this was somewhat of a precise, especially I like the portion where the crypto news actually started flowing in. I've seen that specific screenshot where the news section or information section is, right? So that one is really good. I'm sorry for that, guys. The milkman is a little crazy today, so
He's in a hurry more than usual.
oh my god, it threw me off balance when I was actually speaking this. So bad.
That was all right. It
If I was
happens.
not on the stream, I would have literally shouted at him now.
Hey, that just shows that we're real, right? We have the milkman honking outside.
On one note, yeah, that's true. I mean,
No.
it's kind of become a menace nowadays in my locality. I don't know if it's the same with your places as well. I mean, people have started using these loudspeakers with pre-recorded messages. Earlier, you used to have the street vendors coming by and they just shout in their voice, right? So now it's a new technology that they're using. They have this pre-recorded loudspeaker that is there, and they just put out the same message every single time. And some of them who do not record it quite well, it is like so harsh on your ears. It's like irritating, totally irritating. The
Oh,
courts
yeah.
have banned them, but
I
people don't
used
listen
to have
to
a vehicle that had what they called a PA speaker in the vehicle.
yeah.
I'm that old school guy. I got a CB, turn that over to PA real quick. Yeah, let's go. Come on. One thing I'm actually working on right now is, and it's just unfortunate that people cannot seem to hear a regular freaking horn. Well, my big truck,
Oh,
it's
no.
getting some. It's getting some.
You gotta get the old, like 1930s Model T horn.
Oh no, I'm going there.
That way when you go to Chicago,
I mean, I do remember the old, autos that were there in my location, the three-wheeler vehicles. They had this, air-based pom-pom horn. You just squeeze it and you. I remember them. They were good.
No. Sorry, Crypto Web Nerd, I'm not going to show it. Not happening.
I mean, Crypto Web Nerd, yeah. Cars have horns. Yeah, they do. Don't want to check where they are.
Some cars have horns. The other ones you just got.
just push around and try to find it in your car next time.
I almost forgot where I was.
You'll be fine. Nothing's gonna happen.
And you have various types of horns as well. So
yeah, you have.
That's for you to find out.
You have the Chevy horns. You got the beep beep horns. You got the train horns. You name it. Soon. All I can say is soon. Soon you will see. Oh, guys. And I hate that word. I hate that word.
Tails. Yeah, I have seen a few with fur as well, I mean, literally fur.
Yeah.
Oh man.
They do have this crazy mods which are like, I did see this Volkswagen van. You had this old van. Yeah, we saw the fur there.
And that's why you should not have a cat.
That's
do
the
not
life
care.
moment we have had. We saw the fur now, so even cameras will have fur now.
Klaus knows what's up. I don't know where you live, sir, but yes, that's exactly where I was heading with that.
Yeah, like I'm saying, I mean, I've seen this Volkswagen which was actually modded, that old kind of a van that you used to get, right? So that was modded to have fur all the way, and it was kind of modded to be looking like a dog. I mean, I don't know if it was for a contest or so. I had seen it in one of the TV shows. They were just showing it just like that. So I don't know if he had done it for a collection basis just out of interest, or was it for a specific contest, but it was all covered with fur.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Wonder how they actually. I mean, that was real fur. It was not like those synthetic, clip-ons or probably those overheads that you get. It was actual fur. He actually did stick on. So
if you get the right type of dog, they just shed like 6 times,
Mhm.
or
Yeah.
twice a week, twice a year. Only issue
Yes.
is that shedding period lasts 6 months.
Yep.
So they shed year long. You just collect the fur and you start sticking it on the car. Eventually,
I have 2
you're
of
gonna
those.
cover it.
I have 2 of those. If anybody would like them, just let me know.
Oh, I don't need another 2.
500 billion Arca each.
I was waiting for somebody to bring up the Dumb and Dumber van.
Oh, yeah. Do they have that in the movie? I mean, I've forgotten it. But-
Yes, and to fill up the gas tank, you literally lift the back leg up. Yep.
Oh no, let's not get there. Okay, we have a question like, what are the chances that they open up donations for Guardian for round 1 or group 1 again?
That's going to really determine on how many tokens are left after round 2 pre-sale. It's going to determine on that percentage. We need to make sure that, of course, there is no extra tokens to be given out. That whole supply was 8% of the circulating supply. So, if we get done with round 1 and we only have, for example, say 250 million tokens left, that it would not be fair to open up the pre-sale because only one person will end up with a little bit. But if we still have at least 1%, or maybe even a little less, I can't determine that until we see those numbers at the end. But there's a good chance that we'll be revisiting that and seeing what we can do. So definitely stay tuned. That pre-sale ends tomorrow. And we'll have some answers beyond that point. So definitely watch the Telegram announcements.
Right. So what else we got for today?
I'll say it got really quiet there for a second.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of the round 2, we have that contest going on, and this is going to be interesting because there was a lot of enthusiastic people thinking it was going to be a replica of round 1.
It's all a numbers game. It really
Yep.
is.
Yeah.
I was trying to be.
Where you at, Crispy? There you are.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, I did
no,
the
not
math.
tomorrow. Hold up. I'm wrong. My dates are off.
Tuesday should be right.
Yes, I believe so. Hold on. My days are running together. Thank you, sir, for catching that.
20,
Before this
29.
contest, I mean, I did the math. Just a crypto guy copied that math, and it's gonna come down. I think to that. What's the tiebreaker? Like a random draw?
Random draw.
I have no luck with those, but when you come down to it,
What? Really, Chris? Come on.
Puma spread, was he able to get back in as well?
I believe so. Yeah.
You know
Good for
what?
it. Good.
You know what? I want to go. I want to go into the contest page now, and I want to see where's Crispy response, and I want to see what just Crypto Guy's response is. Like Crispy's is like 1 day, 10 hours, 32 minutes. Crypto Guy's like 1 day, 10 hours, 32 minutes, 1 second.
Look, you can either fight it, or you can just acknowledge the fact that Crispy wins and just whatever he says, just go with
there
it.
you go. Yeah.
In the random draw. Exactly. Let's see here. It ends on the 29th. That was my fault, guys. My days are running together.
For me, you're actually right, Caddy, because it's already 28th for me. So
yes, and I think that's what I seen somebody saying tomorrow.
you're not actually wrong in one note. But yeah, let's put the date in perspective. It's on 29th of March that the sale is going to end, and after 29th of March is when things will be looked into, and probably another announcement would roll in. Yeah, there you go.
Yes, so that's a better way. Let me just find the graphic of it.
I think after this is the other one. I mean, the recent one has the current numbers. The next picture after this on the same announcement.
Yep. So the most recent, this one was dropped at 7 p.m. tonight. So just about 2.5 hours ago, we were at 42% complete. 42.5.
Wow.
At $79,818.92.
We might have a decent percentage left over for that round 3, if it gets to that.
Oh,
Oh, I would not hesitate. I would immediately sign up for that, and I'd be probably the first ones trying to get to that. Nope, I'm not-
I was sitting here watching round one pre-sale, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get my buy-in. Like, I couldn't walk away though. Like, for how fast it was moving, I'm like, all right, I'll just catch round two, no biggie.
That would last.
I forgot to
seconds.
register.
It would be like 13 seconds. If they opened it back up, 13 seconds.
That's where the real contest should be.
Yeah.
That should be the tiebreaker.
That should be the
That's the
tiebreaker.
tiebreaker.
There you go.
Yes.
What are you
I'll
going to
just
guess?
have to-
Crispy?
I'll have to wait to the very last second to submit my
Okay.
answer.
That's okay. I'll just whatever he says, ditto.
See, Crypto Rev Nerd saying that he was surprised at how fast he was talking about round one there, but yeah,
Round one. Yeah.
trust me, I know it went live at 3 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. We start streaming a few hours later, and I'm like, okay, we'll get we'll get out of the gate, we'll get things leveled out here, and I'm going to go walk away and get ready. Nope, there was no walking away from this computer. Once that live button was hit, that's all it wrote.
Didn't it like level off for like maybe 10 minutes at like 60-some%? We were all like, okay, it's going to level off. And then it was like,
Yep,
straight
surprise. The other half of the world started waking up.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yeah, because that's where I got excited. I'm like, I'm going to walk away for a second. And I open the Etherscan on my phone and I hit refresh. And I'm like, 40 grand gone, another 60 grand. All right, nope, back to the computer.
Yep.
But no, that was fun. That was fun. You want to talk about a roller coaster ride? That had my heart pumping during that time for sure.
It's a really good sentiment to what Guardian launch is going to be. I mean, if we had that much of excitement around the pre-sale, I mean, there's people who are in the Telegram who couldn't even register, and they're just waiting for launch. It's going to be cool.
Yeah,
it's going to definitely be interesting for sure. I've been watching that very closely, and that's something I was judging is the sentiment value. We're metric guys. We use statistics and metrics, and I use everything. If I can create a statistic out of it, you bet it's there. And that is something that I was really curious about. And man, that 4-hour sellout, that just shows the where Guardian's at.
Oh yeah.
Now just wait till they get to feel it.
Absolutely. I mean, that's one good thing about this particular launch as well, because you already have a product ready with you. It's not like you're launching this and you're waiting for some other time for the build phase to happen and then you launch the product, but you already have a product available with you. It's just that you launch this token, give it a bit of a time to settle down, then boom, you have the product in front of you. You can start using it.
Yeah. That's massive. That's massive.
That's going to be a very big catalyst, in fact, for the launch. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
that's going to be a driving catalyst.
In today's crypto, we all know, right? Everybody launches, and then it's like, "Hey, no, we got this really cool thing coming. Promise, we're gonna." You know, there was a project I was kind of looking at a few weeks ago, and I'm like, okay, there's a lot of hype. I'm seeing it everywhere. I won't say the name of it here, but I'm like, hey, getting ready to launch. So I'm like, all right, well, let me find out a little bit about this. So I sent him a message, and my question was like, hey, I read your white paper. What exactly is your project about? And their answer was, we're going to get on as many exchanges as possible and make NFTs in the future. And I'm like, and it was all like, in the future, we're going to do that. Right now, just give us your money. Later, don't worry. Oh yeah, it's going to be fine.
Wow.
I really want to, now that you brought that topic up, I really want to address this. A lot of people actually put this on their so-called roadmap. I'm trying to move away from the concept of a roadmap right now. The main reason being your roadmap is nothing but just bogus promises. All right. Unless and until you do have certain what I mean is all those projects which are out there, they just put out roadmap in phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. So what is there in phase 1? It's just like token launch, building community of 5,000 Telegram members, and then building community of so-called Discord groups, having a Twitter account, starting Twitter spaces and stuff like that. Then phase 2 will be like getting listed on so-called first exchange, and then after which you reach a certain transaction volume, then a giveaway, then NFTs. Okay, where will it actually miss, right? So phase 3 will be, you have an NFT. Why not an NFT marketplace? Okay, NFT marketplace. And then GameFi. We are going to come out with a game. And phase 4 yet to roll out. Lot many things coming soon. Be waiting.
Swap, wallet.
That's outright BS. Come on. All right. So people need to really stop falling for all this stuff, because see, the concept of a roadmap is just a direction that you guys want to go ahead. Now it cannot be
Yeah.
ascertained that you need to have a solid roadmap in every project, because with especially with Archangel you cannot have an actual roadmap. That's the reason I said it's just a map with many roads. You cannot have a roadmap with you, because the
Yes.
moment you build a roadmap
Mm-hmm.
and then something else comes up, you just deviate from it. That's how Archangel system is. By deviation I mean in a good way, because anything can get added up to it. You keep
See,
adding things into the jar, right?
yeah, the way I would
So
describe, with Archangel's roadmap is it can have it, but as that roadmap's going, it doesn't shift course. It literally
yes,
has a truck waiting to plow that new road, and it just keeps going
exactly.
concurrently and concurrently. The next thing you know, you
You know
got like a
what,
7-lane
you start
highway
over
being
here.
dug.
You just start over here. You just say that, okay, I'm going to go on this particular track, I'm going to achieve these many phases. You start over here, and then something else comes up, and then it's like, okay, I'm going to branch out here as well, and I'm going to branch out here as well. Now it's like three pathways where you want to go now. So
Yes.
I mean, that's how it's actually going ahead. Okay, agreed. People creating those roadmaps have likely never created a strategic plan and objective driven roadmap. Absolutely right. When roadmap lacks technical details and focus on social metrics, ask questions. Definitely
Yes.
yes. I mean, this is one thing that I really urge each and every person to actually do, because see, eh, for many of the projects, I mean 95% of the projects that are out there, a roadmap is just a verbal agreement. That's it. Nothing else apart from that. It's just, I mean, you just look at it, you just compare each one. It's just a shift of words from here to there.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from that, every single project that you see is the same. I wouldn't like to I mean use the term, but idiotic roadmap. Come on.
Yeah. Yep. Like
Come
you
on.
said, just
How
fake
many NFT
promises.
marketplaces? Just think of this on a metric perspective. If every project comes out with an NFT marketplace, do you really think that all the people will start using and registering their connecting their wallets to each and every marketplace that's out there, just so that they want to buy one single NFT from your project?
Yeah.
When you have
No.
OpenSea
Yeah.
for a resale available, why do you want to do that? See, unless and until you're bringing something new to the table, there is no use of a new NFT marketplace at all.
Mhm.
Yep.
And many of these projects that I have seen, they just promise you an NFT marketplace, but that's not actually there. And whatever they're planning to build is just a similar copycat of what we see of Rarible or OpenSea,
Yep.
right? And many of them. And the sad part over there is all you can use that marketplace is to trade their own NFTs that they launch. I mean, what use is it in one note? Because their own community is the only people who would be able to use that. But unless and until you do open up to the others who would be able to go ahead and list it, the volume for trade will still be very much limited to that specific community, unless and until the community is pretty huge. I mean, I'm speaking in terms of 50K, 40K plus, those kind of things. Or unless it's a hardcore gaming project, where it has a lot of assets like Decentraland, Sandbox, these kind of projects, they do have a lot of assets that you can say sell via NFTs, right? So those having their own NFT marketplaces makes sense, because you do have a lot to sell. But many other projects, they only have this set of 10,000 computer generated NFTs that are out there available. You just go ahead and buy them, and after which, do they really have a use case in the game? God knows, because the game might not even come out,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So just be a little more careful, guys. I mean, we need to be a little more aware. The crypto space is completely changing, regulations are kicking in. I've been spending the last couple of weeks, that's where I have slowed down on my individual videos as well. I'm actually spending a lot of time researching in terms of the new regulation aspects that are going to kick in. And one thing that I actually found out is they are having plans of having to introduce KYC wallets. So now KYC wallets will be linked directly to your CBDCs. That's the thought. But I don't know how well it would be fared in the world, or it would come out only in specific countries or no. But this is the concept. Like, they want to actually come out with CBDCs where the CBDC will have its own digital currency, same like your digital dollar or digital rupee, whatever be the in-house currency in your place. And after which, each and every transaction that you do will be through the digital currency. And any wallet that you have right now, you can link to that CBDC, and that will be having a KYC done. Or you are a new person who wants to get into crypto, create a new wallet with a KYC done through the CBDC itself, and that's the account that you would operate. It would be similar to your bank account, but it would be your wallet address. And there, the governments are also thinking of having smart contracts integrated to these CBDCs, which would ensure that each and every transaction that you do will be having a tax deduction at source.
Yep.
So I mean, these are the thoughts that these are the things that are going out and running around. So with your investments right now, you should be even more careful, because legalization and what you can say, crypto going into the mainstream is opening up a lot of doors, but also closing up a lot of these scam projects. So on that note, be a little more careful, do your own research, always ensure to ask the right questions, and then get into a project, because it's your hard-earned money at stake.
Yes.
Definitely.
So we're already about an hour and a half in there. I noticed that, we're trying to keep these a little bit tightened down. Does anybody got any final thoughts for tonight?
Nope. I think I ended it. My final thoughts are ended. Unless someone else wants to bring up.
90 seconds. All I need is 90 seconds. So the Archangels, we opened up our crypto clubhouse, and we have about a dozen members now. We've got community members from Arca coming in, and we got some good conversations going on. So we're moving forward with goals of Twitter Spaces. That's actually something that we'll talk about in a couple weeks. We have big things planned. So I just wanted to let you guys know that it's going well so far.
Nice.
Awesome.
That is awesome.
90 seconds. Look at that.
That thing took, I think that took like 30.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we should ask Crispy and Just a Crypto Guy to give the vote of thanks for today's episode.
Sure. Thank you.
Just ended out with a thank you.
Thank you. And then just end.
I mean, you guys were supposed to
Hold on,
prepare a speech for it. Okay.
Dear baby Jesus, it's a sweet baby Jesus in your little baby Jesus crib bassinet there.
I love it. And so I guess my final thought I'm going to end with is to piggyback off of Joe here, is that incremental development is actually better for users. Your field chunks of functionality as it is built, instead of making users wait for one final product. Develop on cadence, release on demand. If you are not familiar with that one final sentence in there, I highly, highly recommend doing a little research on what that means.
Yep.
Because I was blown away when I started digging into this. And it was a rabbit hole. I could probably spend 4 years of my life researching this development process. But a ton of insight and ton of information of the approach that's being taken within the ecosystem overall.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. And BCB is saying always looking for more women to join. Yes. And Stack saying great, get that bread. So Quester, Crypto Guy, you guys got Jared, Baby Jesus, you already got your final thought. You're on Baby Jesus.
So yeah, a lot of exciting things. I'm hoping here soon we'll be actually talking about the Guardian release date. Maybe we'll have a little party as well. I don't know. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in tonight. It was a lot of fun, and excited to see what everything entails. And I'm excited to see the Guardian website release. I'm really excited to see that. I'm gonna be a kid in a candy store going through all of that stuff there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm excited.
It's impressive, and it's not slowing down.
That's what also makes it even more amazing right there. It just keeps getting faster and faster.
Yes. Yes. And Joe was saying right here, you get feedback sooner and earlier in that process too, and that's a must-have. That is one of the key components of that. Yeah, it's impressive. I am by far no means at that level of understanding that model, but from what I've been exposed to, it's insane. It's intense. So, all righty, guys.
Hey, Caddy, I got one thing real quick. In all seriousness, to sign off. So, Arcangel is all about the distribution of value model. We had some really great discussions and conversations and posts and different things about that this week. So, for everybody that's on, share that with somebody. If you don't understand exactly what that means, ask questions. But if you do, share it with somebody. You know, somebody that maybe is interested in Archangel. It's one thing to say, hey, buy Archangel, it's great, but why? And explain that distribution of value. Explain what they see now is not what they're going to see 6 months, 8 months, 10 months, a year from now. It's going to be completely different. And people that get in, people that are the early adopters of it are really going to benefit.
Oh, definitely.
Oh yeah.
So that's my last words. Thank you, sir.
Anytime.
Yeah.
So great host, great stream. Y'all the bomb. Y'all beat a bomb. Hey, we are every day. We try our best. Dang it.
Not the
Let's
smelly
see.
ones.
Yes. Guys, keep up the good work. Thanks, Miles. Man, appreciate every single one of you. Yes. Zen, of
Thank
course.
you.
Yeah, we had to wait for something from Zen. Last time I
Yeah.
was with the model, got pretty nuts too. Thanks. Ultra great stream as always. Yes, sir. All righty, guys.
All right.
Well, it has been fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
See you all
guys
next
all
week.
in the